na violation ng karapatang pangbata po. So ito pong mechanism na ito ay nag-ooperate through calls, we have emails din po, may website din po kami, yung mga various social media platforms po natin. Meron din pong eGov Super App po by the DICT, katulad po ng nabanggit na po kanina, no? So yung Makabata Helpline 1383 po, again po, to reiterate, it's a system initiated by the Council for the Welfare of Children. CCWC po, as established under Presidential Decree 603 po, it is considered as the Philippine focal and government interagency body po on children. So ang mandato po namin sa CWC is to coordinate the implementation and enforcement of all laws and to formulate, monitor, and evaluate policies, programs, and measures for children po. Ang vision po namin sa CWC is to be the focal interagency body so we can provide dynamic leadership in ensuring every child, every community, our community will be child-friendly, of course, and will have a child-sensitive na society. And then, ang mission po namin sa CWC is, of course, yun nga po, to formulate and advocate po yung implementation of policies, programs, and even measures po no, ng ating gobyerno para sa mga bata. Meron din po kaming mission na mag-monitor, mag-evaluate ng mga existing na nating polisiya, programa, at measures para sa mga bata. We are also here to advocate for child rights and yung mobilization po ng resources for them. And then of course, katulad po na ating ginagawa ngayon, to build stronger networks po, partnerships, and coordination mechanism. And of course, yung institution building po of partners and stakeholders. Kayo pong mga naririto, kayo po ay aming partners at kayo po ay stakeholders para po pangalagaan at protektahan ng karapatan ng mga bata po natin dito sa Pilipinas. So next po, nabanggit na po, no? Makabata stands for mahalin at kalingain ang mga bata. So before we proceed lang po, quickly, since alam na po natin, no, basically what's RA 11930 or yung anti-online sexual abuse and or exploitation of children and anti-sexual abuse of or exploitation of materials act. So we know by now that yung act po na na-discuss kanina ni Ms. Edna Ramirez, it's actually a penal law, primarily a penal law seeking to punish the online sexual abuse or exploitation of children or yung ASAEC na tinatawag. It may include, but is not limited to yung production, dissemination, possession of child sexual abuse or exploitation material or child sexual abuse material or yung SISAEM nating tinatawag. Earlier this year po, and until now po, no, various fora were actually conducted to advocate yung mga anti-SOSAEC o SAEC and anti-SISAEM law natin. In fact, si International Justice Mission po, katulad ng nabanggit ni Save the Children kanina, no, meron po silang research and they found out that nearly 500,000 po Filipino children were trafficked online via live streaming po in 2022. Approximately po, kung susumahin, yan po ay isa sa 100 Filipino children po here. 1 in every 100 Filipino children. So, isa pa po, additionally, nearly 250,000 Filipino adults po traffic children for the purpose of creating SISAEM or yung mga materials natin for online sexual abuse of children. So yung Makabata Helpline 1383 po, it's, again, a project initiated by CWC even before the passage of RA 11930 po, or yung anti-OSAEC or anti-SISAEM po natin. This actually, the helpline emerged from a pressing need. Ito pong establishment nito was a precedence of the COVID-19 pandemic because we know na during this time, exacerbated yung risk of children to online and even offline, mga abuse, neglect, exploitation, which hindi lang nakakaapekto sa mga bata physically but also mentally or psychologically, no? Ang primary aim po namin at Makabata Helpline 1383 is to, again, to create a mechanism that will guarantee na may quick response and then may monitoring and feedback in place once may right ng bata na naabuso. Okay, so ito pong mechanism na to operates again through calls, emails, and various social media platforms. So last November 2022 po, si Council for the Welfare of Children launched its Makabata Helpline 1383 in partnership po with PLDT Smart. So nag-relaunch po kami last October 2023 with enhanced capabilities, and of course, ito pong event nito ay attended by notable stakeholders, of course, reaffirming yung commitment nila to community well-being, especially for our children. Ang goal po natin sa Makabata Helpline 1383 is, again, to reiterate, to protect children and their families against any child rights violations through immediate coordination and prevention measures. Ito pong helpline namin, katulad po ng palagi namin binabanggit po sa lahat ng ating mga stakeholders, we are not here to compete with other existing helplines and hotlines that we have here in the Philippines. We are here to complement po itong mga existing helplines and hotlines na to, because sabi nga po ng mga naunang nagsalita na marami na po tayong existing helplines and hotlines dito sa Pilipinas. Of course, we have the 911 emergency, 8888 Complaint Center, we have Action Line Against Human Trafficking, mga 1343, 1349 Child Labor. We also have Aling Police of the Philippine National Police. So, kami po sa Makabata Helpline 1383, we are not here to compete but to complement itong mga existing helplines and hotlines natin dito sa Pilipinas. Of course po, si Council for the Welfare of Children, through our Makabata Helpline 1383 po, we envision to strengthen po yung coordination between and among stakeholders and fulfilling yung mandato po namin to safeguard the rights of every Filipino child. Now, on to the meat of our discussion po, how do we operationalize po ba at Makabata Helpline 1383? But before that po, let us look at the numbers first. So for 2023 po, kita po ba? So, ayun po, Makabata Helpline 1383 po, we gathered reports from various information sources. Majority po ng numbers na nakikita nyo ngayon sa screen ay galing sa Facebook page po namin. So that's for January to December 2023. Ang na-receive po namin na reports ay 290 in total. But during classification po, we came up with a total of 315 cases kasi po kinakategorize namin yung mga reports na na-receive namin. Meron po kasi mga several reports where cases can be classified into different simultaneous na categories. So meron po kaming various categories for 2023. Majority po nito were inquiries regarding yung nga po, different child rights violations, issues unrelated to child rights violation, may mga ganun din po kami na-receive. May mga unresponsive cases po because these are cases na idinulog sa amin, for example, ng isang nanay against the father of her child, for example. Tapos yung mga sumusunod ng mga follow-up na validation ng aming mga helpline officers, hindi na namin makontak. May mga ganong cases po kasi na nag-withdraw na ng kanyang report na not explicitly yung nanay, for example. So may mga unresponsive cases po tayo because hindi na nag-respond yung nag-report after nung initial na conversation. Meron din dito mga physical abuse, sexual abuse, and psychological abuse, as you can see. Meron din tayong mga categories such as prank calls or texts, may mga neglected children reports, yung economic or financial abuse, yung mga nag-request ng financial support, yung magulang or yung anak. Meron din tayong mangilan-ngilan na OSAIC and CSAIM cases. And of course, bullying. So ayan po yung ating datos for 2023. For 2024 naman po, if you look at the first quarter, since hindi pa po kami nakakapag-extract talaga ng aming first, second quarter. Gusto ko lang po ipakita na from January to March 2024 po, si Makabata Helpline 1383 received 456 reports po from various sources ng information namin. Majority po ng nakikita yung numbers ngayon ay galing sa aming 1383 na helpline number. So yung 2023 po, 290 reports, majority po galing sa aming Facebook page. Ito po, first quarter of 2024 pa lang, 456 reports, majority po galing sa ating 1383 helpline number. So during classification po, ganun din po, hinihimay-himay po namin kada report kung simultaneously pwede ba siyang maklasify as iba. For example, bullying sa school, pwedeng may physical abuse din nakasama. So iba-ibang kategorya. Because again, ang isang report po, pwedeng simultaneous ang kategorya. As you can see po, yung numbers of January to December 2023 versus in first quarter of 2024, makikita po natin that more and more people are actually becoming aware of the existence of platforms like the Makabata Helpline 1383. Yun lang naman po yung gusto ko talagang makita ninyo, no, na marami na pong mga kabataan, mga tao na aware here in the Philippines. Na actually po, kahit overseas, may mga nare-receive po kaming reports. For example, overseas Filipino worker na nanay, nire-report niya ang kaso ng pang-aabuso ng anak niya na nandito sa Pilipinas. So may mga ganun po kaming cases na natatanggap. About 90% naman po of the numbers na nakikita niyo ngayon are tagged as closed na po with some ongoing cases, undergoing naman po continuous monitoring by our partner agencies, which sa totoo lang po, yung mga about 10% po na hindi pa close, ito yung mga either na-update na siya ng mga agencies na pinag-referan namin or ng mga local government units pero wala pa kaming nare-receive na feedback. Or katulad nga po ng sinasabi ko kanina, pwede pong nung initial na conversation, na-report ng nanay or ng kahit na sinong nag-report ng pang-aabuso, tas nung mga follow-ups na, nung may mga validation na tayo with our helpline officers, hindi na po namin sila makontak. So yun lang naman po yung mga 10% na hindi pa naka-close as of today. So sino naman po yung mga beneficiaries ng Makabata Helpline 1383? Kami po sa Makabata Helpline 1383, we cater to all children, yung parents po, adolescents, lahat po with varied needs relating to child rights and concerns. Sino naman po yung mga pwedeng mag-report sa aming tanggapan? As what you can see po sa screen, hindi po siya limitado sa biktima or sa parents or guardians nila, relatives, social workers, barangay captain, teacher, or any other school personnel po. We also cater or we also receive reports from any person who may have direct knowledge po dun sa pang-aabuso sa isang bata. So hindi po siya limitado dun sa mga nakalista dyan. Ano naman po yung mga pwedeng i-report? All types of abuse, but not limited to what you see on the screen. So yan po yung mga examples: physical abuse, verbal abuse, sexual, emotional, exploitation, economical, of course, neglect, discrimination. Lahat po ng klase ng pang-aabuso sa isang bata, pwede nyo pong i-report sa amin. Anything that violates the basic rights of every Filipino child, pasok po yan. Kinikater po ng Makabata Helpline 1383 yan. Now, paano nyo po i-contact ang aming Makabata Helpline 1383? So we have, of course, our helpline number, 1383. 4 numbers lang po, easier for children and for us as well to memorize. We also have our Smart and Globe numbers because kadalasan po nang nakukuha namin na tanong, toll-free po ba, libre po ba kapag denial namin ng 1383? Unfortunately po at this time, lalo na po nandito tayo sa Bulacan, wala po tayo sa NCR, you have to dial the code, area code plus 1383, and it's not free pa po. But katulad nga po ng sinasabi ng aming executive director kanina, upon passage of the executive order, PCCH, Magna Carta for Children, baka po easier na nating malabi na maging toll-free po yung ating helpline number 1383. We also have, kaya po meron din po tayong Smart and Globe numbers. Of course, ang email po natin, makabatahelpline@cwc.gov.ph. We also have different social media platforms po. Kasi nga po, medyo digital na ang ating era ngayon. So we have Facebook, we have Instagram. We also have TikTok account. So ayan po, Makabata Helpline 1383. We also have a website po sa Council for the Welfare of Children where you can see our click-to-call function. Kapag po nagpunta kayo sa aming website ng Council for the Welfare of Children, you will see there a button like that one, click to call. Once that button is utilized po, one person or one reporter will automatically be directed to our helpline officer. Also po, with the DICT's eGov Super App, yung Makabata Helpline 1383 po may also be reached. This is actually a good app where yung services po ng government is centralized. There's this interface where the user may actually report crimes, fraudulent transactions, red tape, women abuse, and of course, yung child abuse po, no? Meron po dyan child abuse na button. Once that button is utilized, yung details of the report will automatically be referred to our Makabata Helpline officers po. So, ganun po siya. In partnership po yan with the ICT. Also rin po yung Makabata Helpline 1383, maririnig nyo rin po yan sa aming Makabata Teleradyo in partnership with Radyo Pilipinas Network every Monday, 4 to 6 p.m. po yan. So now what happens naman po when a report is received? Once a report is received po at Makabata Helpline 1383 through all our given communication platforms po, a licensed social worker, yung helpline officer po namin na tinatawag, lisensyado po yan, shall collect all the necessary information of the child and of course, endeavor to determine how we may be of assistance to the caller. Dito po, during this initial stage, yung mga helpline officers po natin, we reiterate yung right to data privacy and of course yung confidentiality po ng information of the caller, pati po ng batang involved. Kasi po, we are guided by, well of course you know the Data Privacy Act po or yung RA 11232 po. So ayun po, marami po kasi kaming concerns na nare-receive na hindi sila makapag-report kung may cases of child abuse because natatakot na malaman nung perpetrator yung mga information nila, nabalikan sila, yung mga ganun po. So, during this stage po, yung unang kausap pa lang po ng aming mga helpline officer sa isang reporter, pinapaliwanag na po namin yung confidentiality of any information that they will be divulging to us. So yung mga helpline officers po natin, katulad po ng sinabi ko kanina, sila po ay mga licensed social workers. Sila po ang tinuturing naming subject matter expert in terms po of validating a report received and of course yung further determination kung ano yung appropriate assistance that we may extend to the caller or to the referring party. Ano po ba yung mga nature ng aming mga services sa Makabata Helpline 1383? So we have our inquiry. Of course po, inquiry, ito po yung mga calls, reports, messages seeking information related to children's concerns. Mostly legal queries and psychosocial support. Kaya po nabanggit nga po ng aming executive director kanina, meron po kaming mga abogado sa Makabata Helpline 1383. Meron din po kaming mga lisensyadong social worker na makakapag-provide po ng psychosocial support dun sa tumatawag. Kasi po meron po kaming mga nare-receive na calls galing sa isang bata, gusto lang na may makakausap. So yung mga ganun po, meron po tayong mga nararapat na taong sumagot para sa mga ganung concerns. Meron din po tayong referral na service. Pwede pong further makategorize as emergency. Pag referral naman po, on the other hand, ito yung mga calls or messages na need natin i-coordinate or be directed to the appropriate agency para sa mga necessary interventions in order to, of course, safeguard yung rights of the child. We have this directory of agencies, yung mga helpline officers natin shall identify ano ba yung appropriate service para dun sa call na na-receive or report na na-receive natin. We will send the same, that report, or we will refer that to the agency concerned base sa aming matrix cases for referral as provided po sa aming Manual of Operations. So meron pong Manual of Operations yung Makabata Helpline 1383. For example po, a report is received regarding bullying inside the school. Kanino po ba namin yan i-refer? Kasi po, katulad po ng mga nababanggit natin kanina, hindi po kami, sa Council for the Welfare of Children po, hindi po kami ang direktang tumutugon dun sa mga concerns ng mga kabataan or kahit na ano pong type ng pang-aabuso. Kami po ay magre-refer po dun sa ating mga kapartner national government agencies or local government units para po ma-address kung ano po yung concern na idinulog sa amin. So for example po yan, bullying within the premises of the school. Kanino po ba namin yan i-refer? Pwede pong kay DepEd simultaneously with the BCPC, LCPC, or any local government unit who has jurisdiction over the school. So yung mga ganun po, do we limit yung mga referrals na ginagawa namin? Hindi po. As long as we can see that many agencies will be able to address the concern na nirefer sa atin, we will tap them simultaneously. Of course, kapag emergency cases naman po, these are calls, reports, or messages that will need immediate assistance and cannot be prolonged for more than 24 hours. Of course, by the name itself, we know na dapat madalian ma-address agad yung issue or yung child abuse, pang-abuso na ni-refer o ni-report sa atin. So, katulad po ng mga ginagawa namin na Memorandum of Understanding, pag-forge ng Memorandum of Understanding with the Philippine National Police, NBI, easier po no, yung communication, easier po yung pag-refer ng mga kaso na dapat i-address. So now po, on to our partners naman po. Katulad nga po ng sinabi ko kanina, isa po sa aming mga mandato sa Council for the Welfare of Children is to build strong networks, partnerships, and coordination mechanism para po easier for us to advocate the rights of every Filipino child. So the CWC Makabata Helpline 1383 po, we have formed partnerships with various NGAs, NGOs, CSOs, and even private organizations. We have to date a total of 31 Memoranda of Understanding. So ito po yung aming mga current NGA partners. So we have the NBI, Philippine National Police po, WCPC and ACG, Anti-Cybercrime Group. Of course, the Philippine National Police as a whole, PIDEA po, Bureau of Immigration, bagong-bago, DOLE, MTRCB, Radyo Pilipinas po, katulad ng sabi ko kanina, Department of Justice, DICT, and DSWD po. Ang amin po mga current local government unit partners, these are mostly from NCR po, but we have also been doing regional rollouts na po. We are down with the provinces of Bohol, Aurora, marami pa pong mga nakalinya, and a memorandum of understanding as well has been forged with the provinces of Bohol and Aurora as well. So ito naman po yung mga current NGO partners natin. Of course, we have Save the Children, and current private organization partners po natin ang Academe. We have also been doing several advocacy initiative campaigns po, like what you see, what you will be seeing on the screen. So ayan po, pinupost po namin to regularly sa aming mga communication platforms, social media platforms rather. So tuloy-tuloy lang po tayo in doing these advocacy campaigns to create more awareness about the existence of Makabata Helpline 1383. So as our agency's call to action to the province of Bulacan po, so we ask that you designate a focal person and possibly an alternate person po, no, para po may better coordination tayo in relation to the advocacy of protecting the rights of children. Ito po, kung magkakaroon po tayo ng Memorandum of Understanding, Ma'am Rowena, nakalagay rin po ito sa ating MOU as one of its provisions. So we also ask that you conduct activities with children that would strengthen yung knowledge nila on their rights and responsibilities, and of course, empower them to report any child rights abuse na ma-encounter nila. We also need you to strengthen yung community-based mechanisms like BCPCs, yung mga barangay councils, Council for the Protection of Children, to protect children, of course, and of course, to provide the programs and services that would protect children from any form of child abuse. So as our core message po from the Council for the Welfare of Children, from the Makabate Helpline 1383 po, we reiterate that no child deserves to be silenced, abused, or exploited. Kami po sa Council for the Welfare of Children, through our Makabate Helpline 1383 system, we ensure that these children have someone to report to in case their rights were or are violated po. Again po, Makabate Helpline 1383 shall coordinate, refer, monitor, and provide feedback so we can have a society where children are always protected and of course empowered po, no? Sa CWC po, again, particularly from the Makabate Helpline 1383, we encourage you po from the earlier discussions that we had as well, we encourage you to always utilize properly yung digital technology for a safer and more supportive cyber world, not only for all of us, but also for the children who have been, really the target of online abuse and exploitation. Yung enactment po of RA 11930, or yung anti-OSAEC and anti-CSAM, it's only a step towards a stronger advocacy for child protection from all forms of violence. Yes, but tayo po from the government sector, and of course yung mga private sectors po, or even tayo as individuals, we should always be working together in fully implementing the law to strengthen yung protective and legal services and to ensure na yung mga bata po natin are safe from OSAEC or CSAM at all costs. So we expect you po to be a Makabate Helpline 1383 advocate. Muli po kami po sa Council for the Welfare of Children and yung amin pong Makabate Helpline 1383. We are one with you for the protection of the child, rights of the child. Muli po isang makabatang araw po sa inyong lahat. Salamat po ng marami for allowing us to share our advocacy at CWC's Makabate Helpline 1383. As our Executive Director for the Council for the Welfare of Children po, our Undersecretary Angelo Tapales would always say, basta bata po, tayo po ang bahala. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Attorney Karen.
Pag-ulang ba ito pa? Bulakan. Ang layo. Kaya kung pumunta ng Bulacan. Dito lang ang gigit ko. Ilan na lang? Ilan nila yun? Bata.
Ay, box lang.
Peach. Peaches.
Refer to buttocks or tama po. T-shirt po kayo na. Basta bata, tayo ang bahala. 1, 2, 3. Basta bata, tayo ang bahala.